GameRanks presents yet another episode of Before You Buy, the show where we give you some straight up gameplay and some first impressions of the latest games releasing. Today we're talking about Titanfall 2, and I think first things first, I need to acknowledge the fact that I was a huge fan of the original Titanfall. While it wasn't perfect and it wasn't really a full package, the original had so much potential, and I'm happy to say that I think Titanfall 2 mostly reaches all of that potential. First things first, they included the thing that the original lacked the most, and that is a single-player campaign mode, and I'm happy to say that it's good. It's dumb and simple, but playing through it is fun. You know, you're a generic pilot character named Jack Cooper fighting a generic space war, but there's just a bit more going on. It's just fun, it's self-aware, and it's just a nice playthrough. It actually does some weird things with the story that I don't want to spoil. I never thought I would say that about a Titanfall campaign. I will say it does fall into the pitfall, though, of expecting you to know the threadbare lore and stuff behind the conflict of the original Titanfall, which I sure as hell did not remember. With some plot points, it does seem to reach a little bit too far about stuff that I really didn't ever know or care about. But actually playing through it and teaming up and befriending this Titan called BT, the interplay between you and the Titan and the wacky adventures you get yourselves into is pretty awesome. It's actually well-paced, varied, and exciting. The game does a lot of weird things like some abstract stuff, some platforming, which actually isn't annoying, and just a lot of Titan and combat warfare. I do think it is solid and worth playing through, and the optional difficulty modes actually make a convincing difference. There's 9 chapters within the game here, but expect it to take as long as your average Call of Duty campaign. You know, a bit over 6-ish hours, give or take.
Reinitialized. Ocular system online. Adjusting focus. Are you all right, pilot?
Yeah. Who are you?
I am BT-7274, a Vanguard-class Titan of the Militia SRS, Marauder Corps. You may call me BT.
BT. Got it.
Of course, that is nowhere near a long enough campaign to warrant a purchase, but thankfully, Titanfall has multiplayer, and I'm really excited that they didn't ruin it. They managed to give Titanfall 2 everything the first game really lacked, and not really mess with balancing too much, only really where it seems to matter. I do have some complaints, but I'll get to those. First things first, Titans feel way more class-based. There's 6 to choose from, and they all look and feel more noticeably different. Loadouts are now way more of a customizable thing for pilots and Titans. I'm really enjoying the class-based system for Titans because each one caters to different playstyles, and then all the progression systems, you know, for the weapons, the pilots, and the Titans all feel deep enough to keep me busy for a bit. And of course, one of the biggest complaints with the original Titanfall was the lack of content, just straight up. They do give you more maps and modes here. I personally still think attrition is the best, but now you get more variety and bang for your buck. There's also bounty hunt mode, which feels like a competitive horde mode, and that might keep you busy for a while. And there's more maps, and I do enjoy them quite a bit, but time will tell if they really grow on me, because I thought the original's maps were near perfect. In terms of actually playing, Titanfall still just controls well and feels really good. It's incredibly fast-paced. The shooting, the movement, and everything, it just feels really responsive and satisfying, and ultimately that's why people really gravitate to this game. And once again, it still holds up and plays incredibly well. That's the best part about this game. If anything, the progression of matches feels even more fast-paced. Titans are definitely more vulnerable, but there's this added addition of getting a Titan's shield batteries and stealing them from other Titans, and it's kinda awesome and adds a surprising layer of extra depth and even teamwork. It works as treating chunks of health as a volleyball passed between teammates and enemies, using them to their advantage. So for example, my favorite way to help out a Titan on my team is to mount an enemy Titan, steal its battery, run over to my friend's Titan, and put it in him to strengthen him and kick some more ass. It's an unexpected change and one I wasn't sure I was really gonna like, but I do quite a bit. One thing I don't really like, maybe it's just me, but the TTK, or you know, the time to kill, seems so much shorter this time around. You die extremely fast and often. This isn't new to Titanfall, but I can't help but feel like the live, die, repeat cycle feels a bit more like Call of Duty this time around. I know I shouldn't say that, but it's worth acknowledging the slight difference in feel. It's not a killer for me, but it can definitely bother some people I've talked to. Also, it's worth noting if you want to get into the nitty-gritty, burn cards have been replaced by more traditional perks. I like the burn card system, and I'm really gonna miss it, but it does make sense for balancing here. They activate slower or faster based on how well you do, kind of like a Titan core ability, and you get more powerful charged weapons, abilities to put down turrets, and stuff like that. This is also where they included the ability to temporarily gain the Smart Pistol. Yes, the much loved and much hated Smart Pistol is back, so take that for what you will. So guys, that's Titanfall 2. Clearly, I really like it. It's not perfect, but it is a massive, massive improvement on the first game. In most ways, but not all. I'm really sad this game is sandwiched in between a bunch of other games, including first-person shooters like Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty, and I hope it doesn't get left into dust because it's damn good. But you know how a before you buy works. I give you the pros, the cons, and some personal opinion thrown in there, and now I want to hear yours down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Titanfall 2. If you are a hardcore player, I want to know if you feel the same as me about the change to the times to kill. You know, you die much quicker. I also want to know if you enjoy the new way of using Titans and what your favorite class is. Let me know. If you have any questions about Titanfall 2, I'll be down in the comments answering as many as I possibly can, and I'll also be on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Jake Baldino talking to you guys as well. You guys know the deal. Clicking the like button helps us out a ton. I have put out so many before you buys, but honestly, I don't really want to stop. And if you're new around here, subscribing is a good idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Salvo 4 ready. Salvo 4 tighten down. Pilot, our path through this facility is blocked by a flow regulation gate. There should be a control interface nearby.